Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Sugar Mama TV. If you haven't already subscribed, please make sure you do, because this is your #1 central destination for all your financial knowledge, financial information, financial motivation, and financial inspiration. So if you haven't already subscribed, please make sure you do. Now this video is proudly sponsored by and a collaboration with Speckle. It's all about how to get your finances back on track. No matter who you are, where you are in the world, we all get hit with a bit of a financial curveball every now and again. And when it comes out of the blue, it can be a huge surprise and it can really rattle our confidence. But the key to success is being able to accept it, take responsibility, brush ourselves up, pull ourselves up again, and thrive and grow through the challenge. Now, this is what I want to talk to you about in the video. Through this video, I'm going to give you all the tools, all the strategies, all the information so that you know how to push through and thrive and strive through any financial challenge that comes your way. Because I believe in you and your financial success, and I want you to live life to the fullest. All right, step #1 is to quarantine the situation. I want you to write down exactly what has happened and what is the financial cost of this. For example, has your washing machine broken and needs to be replaced? Has your car broken down and has an expensive mechanic bill coming your way? Have you mismanaged your cash flow and can't afford groceries until your next payday? It doesn't matter what it is. I want you to write it down and write down the financial cost. Now, by doing this, we're taking ownership of the problem, but also we're getting control and we're getting perspective. Often we can get caught up into the drama of it all, but by writing it down, it makes us feel rational again and it makes us start to look at the problem and move through onto the solution. Step #2 is to brainstorm. What things can you do yourself to help fix or rectify this financial situation? Are there some things that you could sell to quickly hustle up some cash? Are there some extra part-time jobs that you can take on to bring in some extra money? Things like dog walking, babysitting, tuition. Are there skills that you are really good at that you can sell on Airtasker? There are lots of different things you can do out there to bring in some extra cash that go above and beyond your salary. Remember, this is what the $1,000 project was all about and how I hustled up $32,000 in 12 months. So there might be things within your own reach that you haven't even thought of yet that can quickly fix this situation yourself. Step #3 is action game day. This is where you take all those ideas that you went through from the brainstorming process and put them into play. Have a go. Now, when we're feeling anxious, the best way to get over that anxiety is action. Do things that directly help alleviate that feeling of stress and worry. By doing this, we're stepping up to the plate. We're having a go, and we also boost our own feelings of self-confidence by knowing that we're actually trying to do something for ourselves. We're not wallowing in self-pity. We're getting up there and doing something about it. We're having a go at fixing the problem ourselves, which is a greatly empowering place to be in. Have a go at hustling up some extra cash. And when you do get that cash, put it straight towards that financial stress. Step #4 is to ask for help. My father always says to me, a problem shared is a problem halved, and there is absolutely no shame in asking for help, especially when you've had a good go yourself by doing steps 1 through 3. But sometimes that just isn't enough. You need a bit of extra helping hand. And this is where Speckle comes in. They can really help you get through these challenging times by thriving and succeeding, helping step in when you need that help. Now, Speckle is a non-for-profit small loan lender. They can grant loans from $200 up to $2,000. It can all be done online very easily, and sometimes these loans can be approved in as little as 2 hours, with the money being in your bank account just a few days later. So that car that broke down is now being fixed and you're back on the road again on your way to work, that washing machine has been upgraded or replaced, or you've got money in your bank account again so you can pay for the groceries to get you through to the end of your pay cycle. Speckle is here to help, and they care. Now, the reason why Speckle is actually a better lending choice is because it was born out of a non-for-profit community organisation. Plus, they are half the cost of other loan providers in the market. And being a non-for-profit community organisation that actually cares, if they see any issues with your loans, they can actually point you in the right direction of a financial counsellor and help you get help. Now, of course, there are certain eligibility requirements, such as being an Australian resident, earning at least $30,000 per year, and the standard credit checking process. But I will make sure I link in the video description box below, so you can have a read about the Speckle loans and apply for one if you need it. So there is definitely a great sense of security and peace of mind knowing that Speckle is there to help you if you get really stuck. And then finally, step #5 is to learn and grow. As you are slowly getting back on your feet again, getting back on track, feeling confident again, and working towards those financial goals again, I want you to make sure that you've actually taken the time to pick up those lessons, become wiser and smarter, so that you don't let this situation happen again. We are not financially invincible. We all must have some savings and some emergency money. Whilst we've gotten through this one, we need to understand that things do happen out of the blue, and we need to be proactive in planning for that by having that money set aside. But there are also additional things you can do, like having a budget, understanding what your cost of living is. Also, making sure that you review that budget on a regular basis. And then my favorite tip of all when it comes to budgeting, round everything up. You're always better to overestimate your living expenses rather than estimate them, because there might be a little blessing or surprise left in that budget for you. Now that is it for this video. If you are going through a financially challenging moment, I want to let you know I'm thinking of you, and there are lots of different solutions out there that I've shared with you in this video. And of course, thank you very much to Speckle for proudly sponsoring and collaborating with me on this video. It's been an absolute honor to work with a non-for-profit organization, and I'm incredibly in awe and inspired what you guys do as a community. So thank you, Speckle. And for everyone else, if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you do. I will see you later in the week for Lifestyle Love.